Welcome again to the 2022-23 Big West Men's Basketball Preview Show, brought to you by BuyB1.com. With Richie Schueler, I'm Tim Neverett. On the Big West Coaches Poll, number 6, the Aggies of UC Davis, led by Jim Les. And the Aggies are a team that might not be number 6, at least in their minds. They're out to prove the Coaches Poll wrong this year, Richie.
As they should. I mean, it seems like every 2 or 3 years, Jim Les's squads are right there competing for a championship, if not winning them. So there's no doubt about it. This is a guy that has had a lot of success in this league at a school where he can get some really talented, fundamentally sound players. He seems to recruit year in and year out.
You know, it seems like for the past little while, the centerpiece for the Aggies has been Ezra Mannion. He has moved on. No Mannion now for UC Davis. How do they overcome that loss?
Ezra Mannion was an electric point guard, and he was always up for Player of the Year honors, and he was the starting point guard for 3 years, basically, and a guy that was an all-conference player for 3 years. But, you know, what they've done now is they've added 7 new players. They've added depth. They've added size. They've added versatility, a lot of athleticism and skill, too. They bring back a couple of starters, but they bring back 8 players, too, that have been in that system already. So they've gotten a lot bigger this year. They're also deeper around the perimeter. They've got 7 players that are 6'7" or taller, only had a handful last year, but they've also got more of a bench when it comes to the perimeter players. So this is a team that I think is going to be pretty good. You can never discount a Jim Les squad because they seem to be competitive every single game.
I think the Aggies will probably have to lean on Elijah Pepper and Christian Enigwe, won't they?
I think so. Yeah, Elijah Pepper is a second teamer last year, and career high 15 points a game last year. He's a stocky, hard-nosed guy. Strong. He's a scrapper. He kind of bullies his way to the basket when he has the basketball. You'll see when he's playing, he's just really physical and super, super competitive. Christian Enigwe, he's the opposite. He's a big guy, strong, lean at about 6'9". He was about 10 points a game last year, but he had some games where he really rebounded the ball well. I think there was a 3-game stretch where he had like 23 offensive boards. So he uses his physicality and athleticism pretty well. But then he's a rim protector, bangs down there, cleans the glass, and blocks a lot of shots in the defensive end.
UC Davis 13-11 overall, 5-6 in Big West play last year. Jim Les, the head coach, sat down with our Molly Sullivan. We'll hear that conversation. That's coming up next.
The B1 Performance Patch elevates physical functions by transforming carbs into glucose used to fuel the body. Don't compete without it. Visit buyb1.com or on social media at B1Patch.
Power isn't born, it's built over time. For over 65 years, Hercules Tires has been providing the muscle to move more drivers. Whatever the vehicle, whatever the terrain, and we back it with a powerful protection plan. So wherever the road or the trail takes you, we have the selection, value, and strength to get you there. Hercules Tires. Ride on our strength.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeartRadio. Ticket Smarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the Ticket Smarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think Ticket Smarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed, at Ticketsmarter.com.
The Big West is back in Las Vegas. Don't miss the 2023 Hercules Tires Big West Basketball Championships, presented by the Hawaiian Islands, March 7th through the 11th at the Dollar Loan Center in Henderson, Nevada. Catch the pulse-pounding action as 20 men's and women's teams battle to punch their ticket to the NCAA tournament. Get the best seats in the house at ucdavisaggies.com/tickets or call 530-752-2471.
What a finish! As we continue on our Big West Men's Basketball Preview Show, Molly Sullivan had the opportunity to sit down with UC Davis head coach Jim Les.
Coach, how are you?
Molly, how are you? Thanks for having me.
No, good to see you.
Fire
And
up.
yes,
Let's go.
Listen, you let your play do the talking. So even though you have a very plain background, it is beautiful because you let your play do the talking. We love that about you, Coach.
All right.
Perhaps the headline here could be, Coach, for the preview show, that you really reloaded this offseason, added some depth, some size, a pair of talented guards. How would you best put it into words?
Well, I'm excited about this group. We were fortunate this year to have the opportunity to go overseas and spend 10 days in Italy and Croatia, play 4 games. And that was all great. But the best part was just spending time together as a group. We added 7 new players to this roster. And you said it, Molly, we think we've added some depth. We think we've added size. We think we've added some athleticism, and we've added some skill. But now it's a matter of how we mesh it all together. And that trip was a huge advantage for us. And I'm really excited about this group.
Boy, and not only did you get those 4 games, but you also got 10 extra practices, but who's counting, right? I mean, did you like what you saw from the bonding perspective, the things that are bigger than the game?
Well, I think as much as when you're putting together a new group and a lot of new faces, it's always, and every program has their own way of doing things, their own system, their own vocabulary, their own emphasis. And getting everybody on the same page is always a little bit of a task. And I think the 10 practices leading up to the trip were great. They were, first of all, the guys got after it. So I love the intensity and the hard work of this group. And then even as the practices went on and then we started to play in the games, they were starting to be able to execute at a pretty high level for a new group and for a new system. And they showed flashes. It never in the summer is as consistent as you would like, but we've certainly proven that we have the pieces and the ability to be a successful team this year.
And boy, you passed the eye test. You got 7 players at 6'7" or taller after having 3 players at that size last season. That's got to give you a little swagger and a bounce to your step, huh, Coach?
Well, what's always interesting for a mid-major league like the Big West, everybody thinks everybody's playing small ball. Well, in the Big West, we've proven it's a lot of people play traditional lineups and play big and play 2 bigs at times. And what I like about this group is we've added size, but within that size, there's really, really good versatility. So we have the ability to play big and take advantage of our size in instances on both ends of the floor. We also feel like we can easily go small. We love our depth at guard and our ability to maintain a level of pressure and pace on both ends of the floor. So I think the versatility of this group stands out in being able to do what we have to do to win a game and even be able to make adjustments within a game to take advantage of our strengths as a group or maybe the other team's weaknesses.
Enter Elijah Pepper, coming off a career year, 95 points away from hitting 1K in his career. What does he bring to your program on and off the court?
Well, I think first of all, he's one of the most competitive people I've been around, and I've been around some highly competitive people. John Stockton maybe tops that list. Elijah is a guy that loves to compete. If we're practicing and there isn't really anything, nobody's keeping score, that doesn't interest him that much. But as soon as you put, whether it's a shooting drill, it's a 2-on-2, it's a 3-on-3, and somebody's keeping score, he loves and rises to that occasion. The next step for him has been his leadership, adding 7 new players and him being the most veteran, the most decorated returning Aggie. Everybody's looking to him for how do we get this done? And what is the culture? And what does practice look like? What's the weight room environment look like? What's off the court look like? And he, in every one of those instances, has stepped up on the floor, off the floor, as a true competitor and raising the level of everybody else around him. They always say, your better players have to make others better. And he does that. And he's been a great example. And he's also taken over as one of our leaders, not only with his visual and his example each day, but with his communication with his teammates. And that's a huge step for him because he's awfully talented. He put us on his back in a number of instances last year. And we hope we've added some more depth so he doesn't necessarily have to do that as much, but he's certainly an important part of our basketball team, and we'll rely on him on both ends of the floor.
Coach, you touched upon your versatility and how important it is to everything that you want to do on both ends of the floor. Your veteran rebounding presence, though, specifically, if you could zero in on that and what we can expect to see here at the Big West.
Well, I think Christian Inigwe, one of the things a lot of people didn't realize last year, and he logged a lot of minutes and had some really productive games. He struggled with a knee injury and made the decision that he wanted to battle through and continue playing, which kind of tells you a little bit about who he is and his toughness. And he was able to have a procedure at the end of the year, which eliminated the knee problem he was having. So it was great this summer to have him back and healthy. It was great to have him on the trip and get some games under his belt. And he has a length and physicality, and now with the knee being healthy, a level of athleticism that is really needed by our basketball team, because he's a force inside. He's also a guy that can step outside and cause matchup problems. So love his physicality and ability to rebound the ball. Francesco Bora, we went back to his home back in Italy, and his parents got to watch him play. And he's just a young man that continues to get better at 6'11", 265 pounds. He's a force in the middle, and he just needs to continue to grow, continue to get better. And he has, and showed glimpses on this trip that we went on that he's going to be a force to be reckoned with on the interior for the Aggies this year.
Man, it's going to be fun to watch you guys play and fight inside. Christian, specifically, there was that 3-game stretch last season, Coach, where he pulled down, 23 offensive boards, 60 on the season. So really, really special what you're building here. And not only from the player perspective, but, oh, by the way, you had 3 Aggies make it to the National Basketball Association over the summer. But that's a form of pride as well, isn't it? I mean, that's a big deal for you guys.
No,
it
really is. And, first having Chimo Neki, who, was a star in this league and a star on our team and led us to our first NCAA appearance, him signing with the Sacramento Kings. Not only does he get a chance to play in the NBA, but he gets to come back, to Sacramento, which we're 20 minutes from, and start his NBA professional career, and us to be around to support him and take part and take pride in that has been awesome. Our director of basketball operations, Ryan Oliver, is with the San Antonio Spurs. And then our strength coach got hired away from us this summer into the Kings. And those are all great attributes, and kind of shows you that the people that we have in our program, the kind of people that UC Davis attracts in its athletic department is high level, high quality, highly respected people. And it's fun to watch them take that step in their career. And, our goal is to spread Aggies all over the NBA. So we have a little bit of an in now to get guys other opportunities. So we're excited about that. And I think it reflects well on those young people and on this university and this athletic department.
Hey, all eyes are on the Big West Conference, right, Coach? You're a testament to that. That's good stuff. Listen, we're coming to you live from about 5 miles away from Dollar Loan Center in Henderson, Nevada. Amazing atmosphere, wasn't it, this past spring? How would you best put into words what that was like for your team to experience and really open up the Dollar Loan Center, and now to be coming back for an encore this season?
Well, it's a first-class facility, and I couldn't have been more impressed with the presentation of the arena and the amenities for what it brings to this conference and to our fans and to our supporters. A lot of fun to be there. And I think with anything else, when it starts out new, there's a little bit of apprehension. And I can just tell you unequivocally, that is the place to be in March. Great venue, high quality basketball on both the men's and women's side. and people are going to enjoy their Las Vegas Big West experience because it's a big time environment, and we can't wait to get back.
Hey, you know what's a dangerous sign on a preview show? When the coach has bare walls, and I'm talking no decorations, no time for that, because you know why that's dangerous, Coach? Your real time and efforts going in on the floor. So that's a dangerous sign. I'm just saying.
Well,
Thanks.
not only that, Molly, but we're excited to be moving into a new $52 million student athlete performance center. The Edwards Family Athletic Center is spectacular. So we're in the middle of moving, but this is a game changer for UC Davis and UC Davis athletics and for our basketball program. And we're really excited about this opportunity to move into some new digs. So you have to come check us out.
I would love to. Best of luck this season. Thanks for your time, Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
The Big West is back in Las Vegas. Order your tickets today for the 2023 Hercules Tires Big West Basketball Championships presented by the Hawaiian Islands, March 7th through the 11th at the Dollar Loan Center in Henderson, Nevada. Don't miss a minute of pulse-pounding action as 20 men's and women's teams battle to punch their ticket to the next level. Get the best seats in the house at ucdavisaggies.com/tickets or call 530-752-2471.
The B1 Performance Patch elevates physical functions by transforming carbs into glucose used to fuel the body. Don't compete without it. Visit buyb1.com or on social media at B1Patch.
Malama is to cherish and protect the reefs, the fish, the birds, the winds, and the land. Giving back, that's something that lasts generations.
Learn how you can Malama Hawaii at gohawaii.com/malama.
Sometimes faster isn't always better. Like when you're getting a tattoo. Or saying I love you on the first date. Or putting together certain Swedish furniture.
But when it comes to getting in and out of the airport, faster is always better. And at Ontario International Airport, you can have a stress-free experience from the curb to the gate.
It's the least we can do.
The Big West is back in Las Vegas. Don't miss the 2023 Hercules Tires Big West Basketball Championships, presented by the Hawaiian Islands, March 7th through the 11th at the Dollar Loan Center in Henderson, Nevada. Catch the pulse-pounding action as 20 men's and women's teams battle to punch their ticket to the NCAA tournament. Get the best seats in the house at ucdavisaggies.com/tickets or call 530-752-2471.
What a finish! Welcome back to the Big West Men's Basketball Preview Show as we wrap up UC Davis. And Richie, this is a team that had an opportunity to get some early bonding in, maybe helping the chemistry somewhat, as they went on a foreign tour this summer.
They did. They went to Europe for 10 days. I think those are important. You know, you develop a lot of chemistry. You get a lot of extra practice time. Those kind of things go a long way, especially when you're meshing in a couple of really good transfers that they brought in. And so, you know, in years past too, the last couple of years, this is a squad that's had a lot of COVID interruptions. It's disturbed their practice time. It's hurt their amount of games they can play, especially as conference play would happen. Probably not going to happen this year. So I think you're going to see a team here with Jim Les at UC Davis where this is going to be a connected, bonded group that's going to have a chance to really have some good momentum going into conference play come January.
Looking forward to seeing Jim Les's Aggies on the floor this season. That's a look at UC Davis. When we come back, we'll start counting down the top 5 in the Big West Men's Coaches Poll.